Hey guys, welcome to Man City Fan TV. It's Kiam here, and it's Manchester City versus Arsenal on this FIFA Knows. So it's the return of FIFA Knows, it's the return of football, and it's going to be Manchester City facing Arsenal this week at the Etihad. You've got lots of fans in the stadium here on FIFA. Of course, we're not going to have any fans in the ground for the game on Wednesday. So it's going to be an interesting one. Arsenal travelling up, speaking to a couple of Arsenal fans on social media, they're pretty confident actually. They think it's going to be a bonus for them not having any fans in the stadium. It might give them a little bit of a lift. They think City might not be quite as on the ball as they normally would do, but it's going to be interesting to see what side Pep goes for in this game. Arsenal, they can be unpredictable. They have got some talented players. You see there, Aubameyang. He's obviously a pretty talented centre forward. He's a dangerous striker. So we've got to watch out for that, and hopefully we can deal with him and then cause them a few problems ourselves. So here's the lineup that I'm going to go for. And this is what I think Pep will choose on Wednesday. Kyle Walker at the back there with Laporte. We've got Laporte, we've got Fernandinho, Mendy, Rodri holding De Bruyne, David Silva, and then up front Riyad Mahrez, Aguero, and Raheem Sterling. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one pans out. Will FIFA know the result? Let's find out. So here we go. Manchester City versus Arsenal. FIFA knows. Hit the like button, guys. Hit subscribe as well. And remember to look out on the channel for our recent content and the build up to the Arsenal game. Martin has done an interview with Claude from AFTV. So go over and have a look at that. Claude from AFTV. He's now got his own channel as well, Claude, called, I think it's Claude and the Bansters. So go and take a look at that as well. A really good video, really good interview if you've not yet watched it. And also from the weekend as well, if you've not yet caught up. Oh, here's Sterling. Crosses it in, but there's no one there. Yeah, if you're not caught up, we've got all the Friday night socials. Part 1, 2, 3, and I believe 4 are all out on the channel. So go and have a look at that as well. So Man City Fan TV bringing you lots of content as football returns. And here we go with FIFA Knows. Oh. And obviously as well, look out for our FIFA Career Mode series. So I do the FIFA Career Mode series, which is the full version of this, if you like, the full season. And yeah, go over and take a look. It can be good, it can be bad, but it's always interesting to see where we end up. And here's Arsenal now on the break. Arsenal, boy, great defending there. That was Mendy on the line. Oh, they've pinned me back a bit. We need to close this one down. Good defending, Laporte. And that was great defending on the line then, you've got to say. Oh, Aguero made a run and he stopped. Arsenal causing us a few problems at the Etihad. And I don't know, I mean, it is going to be a weird game. Are the players going to be fully match fit? Is it going to be played like a training friendly? I think it's going to be a weird game. I think it's probably going to be 20 minutes or so into the match before we actually see any action. I think players are just going to be weighing each other up a bit, seeing what the fitness levels are like. And then it might just explode if we get a goal. Oh, here we go, Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez with a shot. Oh, Riyad Mahrez got in behind there. I think Pep will play Riyad Mahrez. I think we're going to see Riyad Mahrez. I think we'll see David Silva as well in the midfield. I'm not sure what Arsenal team are going to come up. I know they had a couple of friendlies recently. I think they played against Charlton and they absolutely demolished Charlton, but then they played against Brentford and lost at the Emirates in a friendly against Brentford. So it's a bit of a, I don't know, it's a bit of a strange one, but that's the kind of result where you think, yeah, we're going to beat them, we're going to absolutely smash them because they lost to Brentford. But sometimes that can wake a team up a little bit. So maybe Arsenal will have a bit of a point to prove And let's be honest as well, in the league, Arsenal have probably got a little bit more to play for than us. You want to get into Europe, whether it be the Europa. Here we go. This could be it. Oh, it's a great save. Great ball in from Aguero. Kevin De Bruyne with the shot. And you've got to say Leno there with a fantastic save. Look at that point blank save. Probably hit it a little bit too close to him. We should have been taking the lead there. Corner to City. Cross comes in, it's a good header. Oh, Kyle Walker with the header. Kyle Walker. Oh, it's a great header. Yeah, there was some interesting debates on the Friday Night Social. If you've not yet watched it, I definitely would recommend you go over and take a look, because there were some interesting points about players who will stay, players who will go. And the guests on the show, we had Tom, Ryan, Martin was on there, obviously Andy, and then we got Alan from Melbourne supporters branch, and Carl as well from Washington DC, and Chris Baker, who's a regular on the channel as well. So go over and watch that, because some of the opinions, a little bit of what as Mrs. Merton used to say. Do you remember Carolina Hearn, Mrs. Merton? Time for a heated debate. It was a little bit like that. They got a little bit hot under the collar on the Friday Night Social. So definitely worth a watch. Here's Aguero. Go on to Sergio. He's gone round his man, Sergio. Sergio. Oh, again, Leno. And Sergio Aguero absolutely skinned David Luiz. But Leno, great save. And I've got to say, I like Leno actually. I think he's a cracking goalkeeper, Leno. I think he's really settled in well at Arsenal. And he sort of filled the gap. You know, when big goalkeepers leave. I mean, Arsenal over the years have had some cracking goalkeepers. They've had Seaman, going way back. You know, goalkeepers like Lukic and people like that. But they've had decent goalkeepers in recent times as well. You know, David Seaman comes to mind. So you got David Seaman. Who else am I thinking of? Lehmann, the German goalkeeper. So they've had some decent goalkeepers, but maybe in the last sort of 5-6 years they struggled a bit. But I think they've now really solved that problem, and Leno is a decent goalkeeper. And he's one of them keepers, you know, he could make it really frustrating for City at the Etihad. He has a good game. And especially if we, showed the finishing that we have been doing this season. You know, the finishing hasn't been the sharpest, has it? Let's be honest. If we actually took our chances, the Aguero could be free. He's in. Aguero, Sergio, and he's done it again. Leno. This is like a battle between Aguero and Leno. And Arsenal are going to try and get me on the break here. And this is what we've got to watch for. Aubameyang. Now, it's a weird one, really. If I was an Arsenal fan, would you be confident coming up to the Etihad? I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one. But there we go, half-time, 0-0. I think Arsenal fans would be happy if it was 0-0 at half-time. In the real game, we've got some work to do. And that man, Kevin De Bruyne, hoping Kevin De Bruyne can really step up for these last few games. Especially with the Champions League, the second leg against Madrid, and we've got a really good opportunity to go and win that Champions League. And I think there's talk, I don't know if it's true, but there was talk that the Champions League might be only over one leg instead of 2 legs in the next round. Might just be 1 leg, and I think that'll suit City. It's going to be on a neutral venue. And just over 1 round, and I think that would be a good thing. But we'll see. We will see. Oh, but also I do think if we win the Champions League with everything that's going on with UEFA and the fact they've tried to shaft us so many times now, I'd love to see us pick up go to the trophy, pick it up, and leave it on the centre of the pitch. I think it was Alan on the Friday Night Social a couple of weeks ago suggested leave the medals in it, leave it on the pitch and walk off. And then I wouldn't enter it again. Just win it for the sake of winning it. Well, I wouldn't not enter it. That's a bit daft. Here's Aguero. Go on, lad. Oh, he's getting buffeted off it. Into De Bruyne. Oh, probably did a little bit too much there. It was on. It was on for me, and I just lingered on the ball a bit. Here's Arsenal now trying to get us on the break. Nice little bit of play there, Fernandinho. Here's David Silva into Rodri. I think Rodri's got a big few months ahead of him. He really has to prove himself in that holding midfield role. And there's rumours about the lad at Lyon, isn't he? What's his name? I can't even pronounce it. Is it AR? Oh, he's in. Here we go. Oh, again, Leno. How's Leno saved it? Yeah, there's rumours about AO from, I call him AO, sounds like a donkey. I don't know if I pronounced that right. That Leon, I don't know for me. I like the look of him as a player, but is he too lightweight? I'm not so sure. But then again, can he play on the left wing? If he can play on the left wing and where's De Bruyne? If he can play on the left wing and Sané's going, then it would make sense. That's a good shot. Oh, nearly. Good pullback. Bit of a feeble attempt actually in the end. And Arsenal here trying to nick it. Trying to put a bit of pressure on. 68 minutes on the clock. Still 0-0. It's a tight game at the Etihad. Oh, give the ball away then. Here's Lacazette. Oh, he's in. Great tackle. What a tackle that was. Last ditch. Dived in then a bit. It's a great ball wide. Here we go. Riyad Mahrez on the right. Come on, Riyad. And carry this one in. It's a good ball to Aguero. Oh, Aguero just pulled off his man. Thought I could feed it in. And the longer this goes 0-0, the more worried I get because Arsenal have the pace, don't they? This man, I mean, look at this. You can't even. Mahrez is struggling there to keep up. Let's keep this out. Let's keep it out. No. Oh, and Arsenal have scored. Arsenal have scored. Trying to keep it out. That was coming. We've had a few poor finishes. Leno has had the game of his life. And Lacazette gives Arsenal the lead, and that is not a good sign for Wednesday, guys. Not a good sign. Arsenal doing a bit of a snatching grab at the Etihad. Well, let's see. We've still got a bit of time to try and rescue something. That's a foul, ref. Come on. That's a foul. Yellow card for Aubameyang. And I got to say, this is against the run of play if Arsenal win this. Come on, City. Oh, ref, I mean, look at that. He was fouling me. He got a foul before. And I got nothing then for that. Back into Bellerin. Come on, tackle him. We need the ball, guys. Well played, Mendy. Great play there by Mendy. Go on, Aguero. Oh, not the best ball, though. And Arsenal now just keeping the ball. A little bit frustrating. Keeping the ball from us. And this is smash and grab at its best here. Arsenal did this, didn't they, a couple of years ago? They came to the Etihad and did a smash and grab job. Did Ozil score? I think he might have done. It was a real smash and grab that day. I think they beat us 2-0 or 2-1. Oh, come on. This is not good. Go on, Mendy. Go on, lad. Mendy's getting stuck in. It'd be interesting to see Mendy as well. What's Mendy going to perform like? I mean, let me know what your team would be for Wednesday night as well in the comments down below. Let me know the team you think Pep should be going with. Far post, Mahrez. Mahrez. Oh, he's coming in for the header then. Probably not Mahrez's strongest suit. But Arsenal there, at the moment, it's looking like a smash and grab. Can't get the ball off him at the moment. Smash and grab job. And Pepe down here. Pepe, the £72 million man, who I don't really rate, if I'm being honest, but I'll probably put the kiss of death on it now. He'll probably score a hat-trick against us. And that goes over the bar. And that's it. Time's up. Man City in the return to football, the return of FIFA knows. And we lose the game by 1-0. to Arsenal. Absolute smashing grab job at the Etihad. But that's how the game goes, guys. We've lost 1-0. So I really do hope that's not the case when we play on Wednesday night. I'll be absolutely gutted if that's the result. And you can see, very disappointing. 1-0 to Arsenal. So does FIFA know? We're going to find out, guys. So thanks for watching. Appreciate you taking the time. Remember to look out for the live watch along on the channel. Martin's doing a live watch along for the Arsenal game. So look out for that, guys, and enjoy the game. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.